I was in an abusive relationship for a very long time, and the last time it happened, I had to go to the hospital, and there was a First Step advocate there. I think the biggest thing was when she was there for when I had to talk to the police. Like, I like how it's called First Step, because if it weren't for her, I don't think I'd have probably walked right back out. I wasn't ready to do things that I knew I had to do. If First Step wasn't there for me, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be talking to you.
First Step is a private nonprofit organization that began as a result of tremendous need. Victims of domestic violence had nowhere to go, and later, sexual assault survivors.
We have our residential program, which includes our emergency shelter facility, our ARC, which is Animals Receiving Kindness, so that the animals can come with the families into shelter. And we also have our transitional housing program. We provide counseling and advocacy. We have advocates placed in police departments and court buildings throughout Wayne County who are able to respond when there are reports of domestic violence and sexual assault.
Most survivors come to us by calling our 24-hour helpline. The first thing you're going to hear, hello, this is First Step, are you safe? If you're not safe, they're going to help you try to get to a safe place. And then they're going to help you to develop a safety plan and look at how you can keep yourself and your children, if you have children, alive, so that you can take the steps that you need. All those kinds of things are really, really critical. You know, survivors, you know, they don't have to pay, they don't have to pay a percentage of their income. So all they've got to do is call and ask for help.
When I first came to First Step, it was because of my ex-husband. He was emotionally and mentally abusive. I was a part of the advocacy program for me. My older two children got an advocate, and I went through transitional housing. When my children started with the child advocacy program, they were angry. The advocate helped me form ways to explain to them what was going on. They progressively got better. It is very important for them because hopefully they will not fall for the things that I fell for. They will see the red flags before I saw them, and they will not have to put up with the heartache and the pain that I had to put up with. First Step actually was able to get me an apartment of my own. I left with nothing. It was mainly just to run, and having First Step be able to get me the things that I needed, that meant the world to me.
Anything that you can imagine that would be a barrier for clients, if they name it, if we can see a way we can help them with it, it's done.
A big part of what we do in the children's program is to inform and educate kids about what the causes of violence are and helping them to know that domestic violence, sexual violence, none of that is ever their fault. One of the first things that pops out is our playground in our shelter space, where children are able to have this really uniquely built area where they can play and explore. For kids, it's really important because, you know, maybe they can't be out in the community at a normal park, but they've got this space that, you know, feels safe for them, and they still get to have fun in the same ways that other kids do.
When they're leaving, when they're escaping in the middle of the night to escape violence, what do you do with your dog? What do you do with your cat? What do you do with your kids' hamsters? So we decided that this was an important part. It was a barrier to our families accessing shelter. And so we built a facility right on our site that families could come and they could bring their pets with them. And so it's really just a space where people can go and spend time with their pets because it's healing.
First Step is an incredible family, and I am so privileged and so grateful that I get to be a part of it. I get to witness the amazing work of the staff and the volunteers and the donors as they work to fight this in the community. I am asking all of you to continue to give that time, talent, and treasures to this agency because our work is not done and there is still a long road to go for us to eliminate these crimes.
It's definitely a long road after abuse, but First Step helps you take that road. I didn't need to pay an arm and a leg in order for me to survive and be the woman that I am destined to be.
It's life-changing work that this staff is doing. They are saving lives each and every day. And so that, to me, really motivates me every day to stay involved with the organization. And it's easy to get people involved and stay committed when they see really what the impact is on the survivors.
We've been working on this since 1978. As a society, it's really important for us to help people break this cycle of violence so that they can live, can be peaceful. Our motto is peaceful families and safe communities, and that's what we're working to create.
It is so important for donors to promote and support these kind of programs because, first of all, victims don't need to stay victims, they can be survivors. And people that support causes like this help get rid of that victim stigma.